Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your love and relationship reading for the month of June. For those of you who are just now tuning in, these are generalized readings, so not everything in the reading may pertain to you. I am available to answer any questions as well as to do private readings and could be reached at mantraflowtarot@gmail.com. I like to start off with a reading for my singles and then I move into a reading for my couples. So, for my Gemini singles, it seems that you have been going through a difficult time. We have the Ten of Swords. This indicates a lot of turmoil. This also could indicate blame, self-blame for things not going right. But the good news is that since this is a 10, this situation is coming to a close and a change is coming. Now, it looks like you were in a situation involving a relationship that involved some sort of infidelity, an issue with trust, okay, with the Five of Pentacles. And ultimately, we have the Eight of Cups, which makes it sound like because of this, you had to make the decision to leave, to exit this relationship. I don't feel like the infidelity was on your part. However, it seems like you're taking a lot of blame for it. That there was something that you did to cause this. That's how you're feeling. The next card represents, now this is interesting, I think that we have the Seven of Wands, and what this indicates to me is that you were involved with this person. However, you were always kind of trepidatious in regards to the relationship and kind of tiptoeing. I think that there were always a sense of something not being completely right. The next card is the Father of Pentacles, and this is in regards to this relationship that you generally that you just exited. And I think that in regards to this person, with the Seven of Wands and the Father of Pentacles, what this is telling me is that there was a feeling that there was always more than what meets the eye. There was more under the surface that you just didn't know. And so moving forward with the Daughter of Swords, now you're seeking a transparent relationship. And this isn't something that you've necessarily always have. So this is something that you're actively seeking out, and you're seeking it out in a very honest, transparent way. You don't want to give people the wrong impression or any misconceptions of what you're looking for and what you want. Now, we have the Son of Cups, which indicates that there could be a water sign that is coming into your life. And this person, like you, is actively seeking out a loving, healthy relationship. And so, like, in a way that they, like you, don't have a lot of experience with the type of relationship that they're seeking. Now, the overall outcome is the World, so I do see this relationship moving forward. However, this is, and I love saying this about the World card, it's a perfect blend of chaos and harmony, because you can't have one without the other. You have to have that balance. And with that and understanding that also comes abundance. So I think that, there's also an acceptance here and an acknowledgement that ultimately we can create the type of life we want and draw in the type of relationships that we want to have with others, because we put out, or we get back what we put out, so to speak. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and move into a reading for my couples. Okay. So the first card in the spread is the Three of Swords, and this indicates what you're bringing into this relationship. The previous relationship that you've had, it didn't end well, and you're carrying a lot of heartache and grief with you. And this can indicate a lot of processing that still needs to be done in regards to this so that you can move forward. And not just with this relationship, but any relationship in the future. Now, where you are now in regards to this relationship is the Daughter of Cups. Now, you do really care about this person. However, this could also indicate that this is a relatively new relationship, and you're still trying to, kind of feel your way through this process, because whatever happened here with the Three of Swords is very much still with you, and you're kind of tiptoeing, around which way to go. You're being very, very cautious. This is where what you're hoping to achieve from this relationship. So as I said, you're moving forward, kind of tiptoeing around how to navigate this relationship, but you're doing so in a way that you want to move forward. You're just taking your time with things, and it all stems back to the Three of Swords. Okay, a lot of heartache, a lot of grief. Now, what your partner's bringing into this relationship, your partner wants to build something with somebody with the Three of Pentacles and wants to move forward in a loving, healthy relationship. So, just so you know, if you guys can hear that, nobody is dying here. That is just a parrot. Okay. The next card is the Strength card, and this is where this person is at in regards to you. Now, I feel like your partner is somebody who really wants to love and nurture you, and they want to be there for you to lean on. However, I'm not quite certain if you fully communicated the burdens that you're carrying with you, the grief, the aches, the heartache. But this person definitely wants to be here for you. Now, where your partner is wanting to take this relationship is the Two of Swords, and this could indicate, kind of going back and forth as to how to move forward with this relationship, that there's closed offness that he or she is dealing with. And it's in regards to this issue with the Three of Swords, and he or she really isn't sure exactly what's going on or what the issue is. And that's why I really feel like there's a great need to express what's going on inside. That way your partner knows where he or she stands with you. Now, the way that you see your partner is the Four of Pentacles. I think that because of this issue with the Two of Swords, where he or she is kind of going back and forth, with where to take this relationship, even though ultimately this person wants to move forward with it, it's coming across that he or she has some walls up, which is making you feel like this person is being secretive and protective, when really they're just trying to figure out which way to take things. Because ultimately, how this person feels about you is the Two of Cups. This person, is really trying to be understanding and seeing things through your eyes. However, there's not enough communication to give this person a direction. This person wants to continue to build this relationship with you. So the overall outcome is the Father of Swords. This has to do with a sort of come to Jesus moment, so to speak, in regards to this relationship, where some major honesty needs to be expressed in order for it to move forward. You need to lay out your cards on the table, so to speak, and express your wants and needs. That way you can create a solid foundation. And you want that foundation in order to protect and prevent what happened with the Three of Swords that you're carrying with you. And by doing so, it will help you move into that direction of that healing space. Okay, this person does care about you and wants to move forward. He or she just isn't sure what direction to take it, because they're not quite sure if you want it. Okay, so with that said, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me at montreflotarot@gmail.com. Thanks, you guys.